So good morning student. In this lecture we see the remaining part of the unit number 6. The content name is displaying file using loop. So we can say that this is the most commonly used method of reading the file. In this method the content of the file are read line by line using for loop. That means we have to be read all the content of the file line by using the for loop. That means this particularly the for loop is used to read all the content of the file line by line. Only for loop is going to be used here. So we will see the one example how to read the all the content of the file by using the for loop. Write a Python program to display the contents of the file using for loop. So for this purpose we create one file, that is inf is equal to open test.txt in a RT mode. Then for line in inf print line inf close. So if you run this particular code in a Python code, we will see all the content of the file line by line. These are the output of this particular program. All the contents are shown line by line. So for this purpose, if you want to show the content of the file line by line, you use the for loop. Then opening a file using with. So we can open the file using keyword with. The advantages of this is that file get closed properly after the read or write operation. That means if we use a with keyword to open any particular file, after performing all the operations, your file is closed very much properly. For this purpose, with keyword is used. This is the use of the with keyword. For example, open with demo.py with open. That means in previously we just use the keyword just only open and then name of the file, and after that the in which mode you want to be open that file. But here we use the with keyword with open d :/test.txt. These are the name of the file. Then rt is the mode of the file as inf. Then here is the one colon is here for line in inf print line inf close. So after performing all the operations, that means after all the contents are shown as output, these files are very much properly closed. So these are the basic use of the with keyword to properly closing down that particular file. So after that the writing files. Next operation is a writing files. For writing the content of the file, we must open it in writing mode. Hence we use w or small a or x as a file mode. If you want to write some your content onto previously available or file, you have to be open the file in a w mode, in a mode or a x mode. Then only then you are able to be write your content into the existing files. So the write method is used to write the content into the files. For example, what are the syntax of that write mode? File underscore object dot write, and which content you want to be include or add into the particular file. These contents you have to be type here. That means the syntax is file object dot write into bracket that content that you want to be add into the existing file. So while using w mode in open, just be careful, otherwise it will be overwrite the already written contents. That means when you use the write operations, we have to be you have to be doing one some carelessness. That is if you doing these things, write operation is not going to be properly happens, then your previous contents of the file is going to be overwritten. That means these are deleted and your just the new data is going to be overwrite the previous data, and previous data is going to be delete here. So for this purpose we have to be very much carefully use the write operations. So what are the example of the write operations? Steps 1, create a program in Python. fo is equal to open. We need to be open that particular file, the name of the file, and in which mode it is open. wt mode. W means the write and t means text. So fo dot write. What content you need to be write here? Introduction to file operation. That content you need to be add into the previously or the previous file contents, and after that performing all the operations fo dot close. Now if you run this particular program, automatically the content that you want to be write, that is the introduction to file operations, are added into that file. That is, the name of the file is test.txt. Now next one is the write lines methods. Write lines method. The write lines method is used to write the list of the string to the file. Following program is illustrate this. That means if you want to add number of lines into the previously file, the write lines methods are used. For example, here is one example. F4 is equal to open test.txt and open mode is WT. Lines is equal to welcome to Python programming. It is a fun. Python is easy, but it is powerful programming language. So these are the few lines. That means these are the three to four lines we need to add. We are not able, we don't want to add single lines. We want to add number of lines. So if you want to number of lines, then you use the write line method. And after that, the F4 dot write lines into bracket lines and F4 dot close. So what is the output here? Output is whatever the content you need to be write, all the contents are added into the previously file, that is test.txt. Look at here, welcome to the Python program. It is fun, Python is easy, but it is powerful program. All the lines are added into that particular previous file, that is test.txt. Another one is appending the file. So for appending purpose, A or AB mode is used. What do you mean by the appending? Appending means inserting records at the end of the file. That means if there is a previously existing file and that file containing some lines or some data, if you want to add some data or if you want to insert some data at the end of that particular lines, so for this purpose, for appending purpose, this A or AB mode is used. For example, take this one example here. F4 is equal to open d test.txt. A is the mode that you want to be use here. A is the appending mode. Then F4 dot write, you want to add here Python has a wide scope in future, and F4 dot close. So Python has a wide scope in future. This particular line is added into the test.txt at the end of all the lines. Look at here the example. These are the previously content. Welcome to Python program. It is fun, Python is easy, it is powerful programming language, and now we have to add this line. Python has a wide scope in future. That means we have to be added here. Python has a wide scope in future. These line added at the end of the all these lines. Python has a wide scope in future. That means A mode is used to A mode or AB modes are used to append your lines at the end of the previous lines. So this is the use of A mode or the append mode. Now next point is file positions. What is the file position? The seek and tail method. The seek method is used to change the file position. Similarly, the tail method returns the current positions. These are the two methods which can give the file positions. First one is the seek method. So what is the seek method? Seek method is used to change the file position. That means suppose some file having the current positions, you want to change their current position. So for this purpose, seek method is used. Similarly, what the tail method is done? Tail method returns the current position. That means seek method change the current position, and tail method returns the current position. So for these are the purposes of the seek and tail method. What are the syntax of the seek method? File.object.seek offset comma whence, where offset, this is the position of read write pointer within the file. Whence, this is the optional and default to 0, which means absolute file position. Authorized values are 1, which means seeks relative to the current position, and 2 means seeks relative to the files. And method tail returns the current position of the file, read write pointer within the file. What is the syntax of the tail method? File object.tail. One example we have to be shown here. File open is equal to d colon test.txt is the name of the file, and rt is the mode. Print the content of the files are print inf.read. Then print the current position is, so print inf.tail inf.seek 0 moves the file cursor to initial position. That means 0 means the these are going to the cursor moves to the initial positions. So print the current position is, and print inf.tail get the current position of the file. So if when you run this code, we will get the output like this. The content of the files are introduction to the file, that means contents means whatever the content that is present in the file name test.txt, these are shown here. After that, print the current position is 186, these are the current position. And after the seek method we will use the 0, this shows the 0 here, and we can pass the number of bytes to seek the method. These many bytes are skipped and then remaining content are displayed. After that inm.610, those 10 is given here. So that means by using the seek method and tail method, seek method can provide give change your current position, and tail method give whatever the current position of your files. For this purpose, these two file position methods are used. So review question is that in your exam there may be question is going to be asked, explain different functions used with respect to the file positions. That means there is a two method you need to be right here, tail method and seek method, and there are one examples. So this is all about the files. We see in these two lectures the files, their different operations, seek methods and tail methods. So and there whatever the questions we need to be asked here. So remaining part, that is the dictionary part, sorry, directory part we will see in the next lecture. Thank you very much.